and television and things like that. And so those are things that are very important. Taking their medications, I cannot stress that enough. Taking their medications daily, making sure they're up to date on their vaccinations, especially for those older people who may need a pneumonia shot. And you can possibly, in some cases, still get the flu shot. I still recommend it. Last year was a prolonged flu season. I saw the flu in the summertime last year. The cases were not as bad as in the winter, but I still saw it. And so we expect that this COVID virus is not going away anytime soon.
So you mean to tell me that the announcement that our illustrious president made the other night that said, hey, by April, this is going to be gone. It's going to be out of here. So you mean to tell me it may not leave in April?
It may not leave in April. It may continue on through the summer, and then again, so we may see something again in the winter.
Wow.
So it's something that we have to stay. And it's interesting because this is all so very new. Nothing we have ever experienced in this generation, and even in the one prior. So we're trying to figure out how to navigate the way that this new normal, right? And so these people with compromised immune systems, do your best to make sure they're vaccinated, and even the people around you, because sometimes people with immune compromised systems, they cannot get vaccinated. So what happens? The people around them, they get vaccinated, and that protects them. That's what we call herd immunity.
Okay.
So if the herd protects that one person that can't receive the treatment or anything that they need, it protects them. For, say, someone who may have cancer, is receiving chemotherapy, they can't get vaccinations because of what they're going through. So everybody around them protects themselves, so the people around them doesn't get sick, so the person who with the immune compromised system does not get sick as well.
Okay. Let's talk about some or define the people who have compromised, because some people may not know that their immune system is compromised.
Sure. So you want to talk about people who, of course, like we talked about, who are
cancer patients.
Yes. The ones like HIV. And then you want like multiple sclerosis, people who are on chronic steroids, and that can be even as simple as asthma or diabetes or heart problems, heart disease. And those are usually the main ones. Now, people who may have like neurologic things like strokes, their immune system can be compromised as well. Even the elderly, because like I said before, the immune system isn't as robust as the younger ones are. And so those have a slight immunocompromised state as well.
And something that I recently learned, my sister is, we went to meet the transplant team. She is in need of a kidney. And one of the things that I learned that I did not know, that once you receive that kidney, you're on immune suppressants for the rest of your life. So therefore, your immune system is compromised as well.
And that's correct. And now we're seeing at this, in this day and age, where younger people are needing these kidney transplants because of our blood pressure and things like that is wreaking havoc on our kidneys. And so you're right. Someone like her will definitely need to be protected during this time.
Awesome. So in the last few minutes that we have, let's talk about your practice, because a lot of people may have seen you on Facebook. They may know of your testimony with your beautiful babies.
Thank you.
She's the mother of triplets. God bless you. God bless you. You are my shero. And then she's also the first lady. Yes. Talk about your ministry and about your practice.
Thank you. And so I've been at Infirmary Pediatrics now. This is going on 7 years, and there's 4 of us there, 4 pediatricians there with a full staff. And right now what we're doing is we've canceled all our well check appointments and just doing sick visits. And now we're actually starting telemedicine visits. And so, which is nice. So if you need like refills or like ADHD medicine, follow-ups and things like that, we can handle that over the phone, so you don't have to come into the office.
Wow.
But say if your child really is sick, what we do is have you call the office, schedule an appointment, and what we'll do is we'll have you wait in the car. And it's one adult to one child, just to cut down on all the traffic flow. And then what we'll do is you call the office once you arrive to the parking lot, and then we'll come and get you.
Okay.
And we'll take you straight back to the room. Our waiting room is closed, so you don't even have to sit and wait.
Awesome.
And then we take care of the patient, and then we discharge them that way. And so there's not a lot of traffic, but it's kind of in and out. So we try to take them as the best way we can, and just to make it convenient for the parent and the child. Our ministry, my husband is a pastor at Midway Missionary Baptist Church. They call him Reverend Zach. And we have a growing church. It's in the beautiful city of Theodore or Dawes area in Alabama. And right now what we're trying to figure out is how to navigate church service. Because we believe we stand on the Word of God. Depending on, his saying now is, don't let what you see make you forget what God says. And that is such a powerful statement. And that's what's been flowing through my mind this past week or two. So we're trying to see what we need to do as everything is starting to roll out, as all these changes are made daily. We've had to cancel some things, and we're trying to see what church is going to be like on Sunday. So we'll go from there. But it's a church full of love, and it's 9553 Notch Road. Church. We'll feel free to come at any time. The doors are open.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so I really appreciate you taking out the time. I know you have to get back to the office to see more patients, and we may be cutting this short today. But just one more time, I want you just to reiterate, what can we do? Because sometimes you have to say it multiple times in order for it to really stick in our minds. Say it one more time, what we need to do to protect ourselves and our children during this time of coronavirus outbreak.
Yes, ma'am. Our children is our most precious commodity that God has blessed us with. And so the best thing to do to keep ourselves and our children healthy is to stay healthy, eat well, take our medications, wash our hands, stay away from anybody that's ill, and keep ourselves away, kind of tuck ourselves away for a little while. And it's very inconvenient. Lord knows it is. It may mess with our finances. It may, cause us, like I said, it may be inconvenient, but I think it will help us in the long run. Just for this short period of time, I think will pay off at the end.
And I'm just going to, I was at church last night, and Pastor was talking about how we should just stay in a mindset of blessings.
Yes.
Even during this time, and there are a lot of people that are being affected. Their jobs are being affected, their finances are being affected. And he brought up a point, and when I got up this morning, I saw, the president tweeted the same thing. He has not forgotten about the ones that are being affected by this, the people who are working in restaurants, small business owners, so on and so forth. And so just be praying, because he's looking to create a stimulus packet, a stimulus check, I guess you would call it, to be able to put some money back into the households of Americans that are being affected by this outbreak. So be praying, that they don't take their time.
Right.
And it's not September by the time we see it, but just be praying, because God is a sustainer, and he will sustain you even during this time. So thank you again, Dr. Ford, for Dr. Johnson, for coming in. I keep wanting to make you a Ford.
That's okay. That's my maiden name, and my daddy loves it when they call me Dr. Ford. No complaints there.
Well, thank you again for coming in. Have an awesome work week. This is Princess Miller with the Color Outside the Box podcast. See you next week.
Color Outside the Box is a podcast series that focuses on creating a better you. Whether it's advice about family, relationships, raising children in this technological world, marriage, or careers, we seek to find the answers to help you live your best life. So start your Monday morning off right with me, your hostess with the mostest, Princess Miller, on Color Outside the Box right here on iTunes and everywhere podcasts can be heard.